How does Elton sound like Elton? Well, a lot of things actually, but there's two simple rhythm patterns that can make a big down payment in creating that sound for you, and I'm going to show them to you in this video. I'm Piano Man Steve, and I show busy people living busy lives how to get the absolute most out of the piano with the time they have, playing their very favorite songs by their very favorite artists. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm sure that you, if you're an Elton John fan, have heard him play sometimes by himself on the piano, and he has this like really thick, full, amazing sound. And it's because he's using things like this pattern right here. Right? It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. And it sounds so much bigger than somebody just playing quarter notes with their right hand. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. And you might also hear him do something like this. Seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. Again, so much fuller than just somebody going, it seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind. Sorry, my voice is a little crazy today, but point is I'm going to show you both of those rhythm patterns. So what's the first one that I'm doing? Let me put the teaching screen up here for you. The first one that we're going to take a look at is what I like to call rolling arpeggios. So it's a right hand technique. And here's what you're doing. No matter what inversion of a chord you're on, okay, you're going to play the top part of the chord. So on this E flat, because we're going to use your song sort of as our base of operation. So on an E flat chord, you're going to play the top part of the chord with the top part of your hand. And then you're going to arpeggiate up from the bottom to the top, meaning you're going to play the individual notes of the chord in ascending. Okay? So 1 and 2 and then right back down and 3 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 4 and so when you get to the and of 4, then you just toggle down to your thumb. And then you start the process over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then when you put it over your left hand, which more often than not ends up being what I call a heartbeat rhythm pattern. So your left hand is going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Like thump, 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 like a heartbeat. Now, this is going to, some of you are going to struggle a lot getting the timing down. This is just something you need to work with a little bit every day. You know, I'm talking like do reps for like 2 or 3 minutes and then walk away from it if you're struggling with this. And if you do it every day for a little bit, at one point, the pathway between your brain and your fingers is going to be fully built, and it'll fire the right muscles and the right nerves and send the signals, and you'll have it and you'll never lose it again. So don't think that you can't conquer it, and don't get frustrated, and don't sit down for hours and hours and hours and drive yourself crazy thinking you're going to knock it out in a day, because if you're struggling with the timing, it means that your brain has a little bit of work to do and actually has to construct a highway down your spinal cord and then through the nervous system, through your shoulder, down all the way through your arm and down into your hand. Some people have lived a life that has prepared them better for this than others, even if they didn't play piano. There's just things they've done in their life that make the muscle memory easier to create. Some people haven't, but whatever your timeline is, just work with it. Just work with it. But it will get built. So just kind of try. Just keep trying until it snaps into place, and don't drive yourself crazy in the process. When you get it up to speed, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm even playing it a little slow still, but it's a great rhythm pattern, and you can do it with a triad chord, meaning just 3 notes like this. Or you can do it on an octave chord where you spread your pinky and your thumb out to an octave, and you play the top part of the chord as the top note. So it's like chord, single, single, chord. And it just works unbelievably well. And you'll hear that in a bunch of different Elton songs. Obviously, Your Song is popular. You're also going to hear this in some more up-tempo songs or medium-tempo songs. Like this can work on Tiny Dancer, believe it or not. When you get that heartbeat going on a C chord. Okay, so the tempo would be like this. Blue Jean Baby, right? Now let's get this going. C chord, F chord, Blue Jean Baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band. So when you play it nice and slow, so it works brilliantly. Same thing on Leave On. Leave On, or I play Leave On in D, he did it in F, but it's like, leave on, let's talk to the little ones in town. It's a great way to drive a more up-tempo song along as well, when it's because that heartbeat feel you're going to hear in slow love ballads. You're also going to hear it in medium-tempo songs like Tiny Dancer, and you're going to hear it in more upbeat songs as well. And this is a great pattern to use for that sort of thing. So not only can you replicate Elton's general sound by using this on Elton songs, but you can take it to other songs by other artists. For example, like even a country song like The Dance by Garth Brooks, you could use this for and be like, so we're in G, C. Now, I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the works nicely there. You could do it on something like Don't Stop Believing by Journey if you just want to Eltonify it a little bit. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. And the idea behind it is you don't have to use it like religiously from the beginning of a song to the end of a song. You can use it strategically. So sometimes if you're playing a tune and you want it to be a little more subtle at the beginning, you might just go with a quarter note attack like. And then you get to another section of the song and you might add like a toggle to make it, to build a little intensity. Toggle, by the way, is just playing the top of the chord with the top of your hand and then toggling to the thumb. And then maybe when you get to the chorus, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. Now we move to this. And you can tell everybody this is a song. Because you want that section to pick up a little bit, have a little more pacing. Even though the tempo doesn't change, you just want to make it thicker or whatever. So you can use this in different sections of different songs to, you know, create a particular effect. So that is a really, really powerful Elton John. You hear him do it all the time. And it's one of the most signature things that he does, and it really is a nice, particularly for solo piano, really, really nice effect. Now there's one other one I want to show you because it's also to great effect in a lot of different songs, and that is where you take a chord and you play the top part of the chord, right, like this, and then you toggle to your thumb, and then you play whatever is in the middle, like it could be with your index finger or your middle finger, but top, bottom, middle, bottom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This works on a triad chord like this. Works on an octave chord. And as I said, it works. One of the more prominent places you hear it in Elton's catalog is the beautiful "Candle in the Wind." Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself. Those around. Talking about the live from Australia version, not the way that he played it with the band back in 1973 on the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road album. Another place that you hear him use this pretty prolifically would be jump forward all the way to 1992 with a song called The One. Okay. Not so much during that part, but when he goes da 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 da. I'm flying from your hands. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Okay, now, if he's playing it solo, you're going to hear him do this on this next chord. In the instant that you love someone, in the second that the hammer hits, reality runs up your spine, and the pieces finally fit. All I ever needed was the like clockwork. Same thing, I think, with the gorgeous song that he did for the Lion King soundtrack. Not Can You Feel the Love Tonight, but rather The Circle of Life. And the circle of life is the wheel of fortune. It's that leap of faith. It's that bend of the hope. And can you hear how big and full it makes that sound? I mean, it just like fills the room up, right? Because it adds a lot of pace and a lot of movement into a song with a slow tempo, right? So you can use this technique to Eltonify other songs as well. One that comes to my mind right out of the gate would be You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. Bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Wanna have you near me. Wanna have you hear me saying, no one needs you more than I need you. You're the Inspiration by Chicago. Like any of those power ballads would work just great for that technique. So what I would encourage you to do is take these two things and apply them when you're playing the chord sequences for different Elton John songs. See which ones work. They both work in different songs. Sometimes they'll both work on the same song. It'll be a different kind of sonic effect, but you can use them on the same song. And then pull them out and take them to other music. Take them to other people's songs and see how they sound, how they feel. It's not going to be your favorite thing with every single song, but it can be a nice way to express other songs on piano. Another one just off the top of my head, actually, that just occurred to me that is great. This is a really good technique to use when you're in a later part of a song and you're trying to build intensity. So like Phil Collins has the brilliant Against All Odds. How can I just let you walk away, let you leave without a trace? Da 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 da. And if you're playing by yourself, you don't have a band to bring into that second verse, so you have to build the intensity yourself. So it's like you can come in after the first chorus, take a look at me now, and then you come to the I wish that I could make you walk away. Da 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 da. So it's just something that you can bring to other songs to create a different kind of effect to it and bring a little bit of Elton styling into other songs, and you can stylize it yourself that way. So anyway, I hope that this has given you something to work with. These are two things that I see Elton return to a lot in all different kinds of songs out of his catalog. And as a result, I picked them up and I use them to varying degrees in lots of songs by lots of other artists as well, just because it's a great solo piano technique. If you have enjoyed this, then I hope that you will go check out my site, pianomanapproach.com, where I have a free webinar that teaches you my entire method. We never use sheet music, and we have a wonderful system of chords, rhythm patterns, and simple improv. It's kind of like the equivalent of what acoustic guitar players learn to do around the campfire, only we do it for piano. It's the fastest and funnest way to be playing your favorite songs as quickly as possible because we are all living very busy lives, and most of you are squeezing this in around family and job and maybe taking care of elderly parents and all kinds of other things. So you don't have time to spend 15 years mastering reading dots on the page just so that you can finally have enough competence to play something. So anyway, go check out my free webinar, and I would sure appreciate it if you'd give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and be ready to pick up even more fun and interesting tips, which I come back and add on the regular. So thank you, and remember my personal motto: if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. I'm Piano Man Steve. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.